Right, I do believe we are live. I apologise so much for the delay there. Unfortunately, I did have a bit of an issue getting on. Apologies, I get the camera ready. I just didn't. I was very unprepared for it, but now we are live, and I haven't actually set the date right. But yes, the stream should start going out to people right now. Again, I apologise very, very much for how late I am. Right, unfortunately I won't be able to speak much this time, but I will, oh yeah, oh no, it's the wrong date. However, again, I'm very unprepared. I'm so sorry this will not happen again, I would like to hope. We will be bringing up people shortly. For now, I'm just going to make sure everything is done. Right, I do apologise for all of that, but we are now properly live. Like I said, I will not be speaking much, but I will try and input where I can. We should hopefully have people coming up soon. I'd just like the stream to get started first, and then we'll start bringing guests on. But for now, I believe this is questions towards a tennis store. Karma isn't with me today, so I don't know how to pronounce things, but, you know, unfortunately, the Taoiseach is not here today, and I assume, and not a lot of the government is here at all, and I assume the opposition is going to be very happy about that. And that is the end of the leader of the opposition's time, but he does very often have this thing of extending his time until he is forced to sit down. But yes, the tennis store is now. We have a lot of backlash from a certain government minister right here. Oh, and now they are deciding to stand up, which does generally create more problems than would otherwise be needed. We will be waiting a response from soon. Krispy Kreme. We are seeing a bit of backlash from the leader of the opposition here. However, Eamon does not seem to be happy about being called. I believe it was politically involved. Which is actually against his oaths to be, supportive of one side or the other. And now there is a point of order. CC has asked for him to withdraw his statement, but he has not done so yet. I apologise for the lag. Just not been my day today, has it? Oh. There we go. And now we're just seeing it back and forth between both of the deputies now, with points of orders being thrown across the room. And Eamon has decided, the CC has decided that we're going to move on. Please spare me just a moment to get this screen fixed. Give me just a second. Right, so I do apologise for that. I believe I can bring the stream back now. Oh, well, there's still point of orders being thrown across the room. Right, I will be taking this moment. Leah, do you wish to still? Oh, I apologise. That was just a slight issue there. But Social Democratic leader Oscar Sullivan is speaking here. Leah, do you still wish to come up? I'll just invite you to speak now. Hello, Leah. Are you with us?
I am with you.
Okay, so you've had your hand raised. What are you here to talk about this time? And I understand last time you were here to talk about the hiring of Giggham as a minister. But yes, what are you here to talk about?
Well, you might know this, but I'm actually a member of the Social Democrats. I'm their proposed minister for culture, communities, and language. And I'd just like to ask about what's going on in the Dáil at the moment, and I'd like to have a moment to speak about that. Because, I mean, look at this. Where is the Taoiseach? Where is the government? Where is anyone who we are meant to speak to? Who we're meant to question and do our parliamentary duty and hold the government accountable? There's no one here. We have to tarnish that. I mean, he must be considering to withdraw at this point. It's like, where's our Taoiseach? Where's our government? Where's our government policy? Where's any attempts by this government to represent anyone who voted for them? I voted for the Greens the last election. I won't lie. I liked their idea. I liked the proposals for change. But I would never vote for them again after this. I mean, this was a disgrace of a government so far. We're just a month in. It's actually been disgraceful. They've appointed a media suppressor to the Ministry of Justice. He hasn't shown up to any Dáil sittings. We can't even question about that. Taoiseach, here, half not here, half not here. It seems that she just shows up whenever she feels like it and shows up during elections. Is that the type of leader we want to have?
I mean, these are some very serious concerns to be raising. Now I do understand you used to be in the Labour Party. I mean, do you think that the current leadership, Krispy Kreme, who was your deputy leader, I believe, when you served there, apologies if I am wrong, but do you think that Krispy Kreme is a good leader for Labour and will pull out of this coalition? I would like to
I
take
think
this moment to say that not anything said here is not endorsed or encouraged by the RTE, and we're just here presenting news. Anyway, yes, please do go on.
I think Krispy Kreme, he's a good individual. He has a lot of potential. He's a good guy. I've worked with him before. I wasn't a Labour Party. I thought that he was a nice guy there. I think that he's dedicated to the cause. I think that he's true to his policies. I just think he's in the wrong government. I think that he should be supporting a social democrat government, and I think that he should be doing the right thing. And I think that he should be urging the Taoiseach to resign, or he should be withdrawing from the coalition altogether. We need a snap election. It's nothing against Krispy Kreme. We love him. We understand that he's a talented individual. Um, he should be in government. He just shouldn't be in a government with the Green Party. The Green Party has failed again and again. So,
I mean, a lot of people, I do believe, a lot of people would agree with you there. What do you say to people who might say that, Labour should join a different coalition, maybe not with a Social Democrat, but with someone else, without calling an election, because an election could cause more, turmoil, especially during only halfway through the government. That'd be incredibly unstable.
no. I don't think that they should do that. I think that it would be a bad choice just to reorganise the government. I think that it would have to be a three-party coalition. No, it would just have to be with them and Fianna Fáil. Fianna Fáil, they've been as inactive. They haven't really been doing much. No offence to Mr. Sunday. I know he's listening. I'm so sorry. But, I think they should definitely consider their options. They should definitely look at what matters. I think that they should pull out of the coalition, or at least urge the Taoiseach to resign, and we can have a new Taoiseach. We need some sort of election. We need some sort of big change. Just before I came on air here, the government threatened us with multiple statements of condemnation to the journalists on strike if we didn't concede to their demands and only ask that a public apology was issued. So I'd just like that update to be known. The government doesn't care. They don't care about anyone in this country. They don't care about the people who voted for them. They care about laughing and not focusing on what matters and not focusing on the issues that they fought for in their election campaign. They've completely disregarded the people that voted for them. At least Fianna Fáil, they've been good. They've stuck to the ideas that they were elected on. So have the Social Democrats. Labour, you know, it's been interesting with them. They went into the wrong government, in my opinion. But again, lots of potential there. And as a member of the Social Democrats, what we saw today from Oscar, he went to that public services day. He was there. He was speaking to voters. He was speaking to Gardaí, and he was being a Taoiseach. Now, compare that to the Taoiseach that we actually have, who can't even show up to a Dáil session. Imagine that. Imagine not being smart enough and hiding under your desk so you can't attend a Dáil session. It's completely irresponsible.
So
It's completely unacceptable.
I'd like to ask one more question, as I do believe Mr. Sunday would like to come up here. One more question I would like to ask. Do you think a minority government in a situation is possible? Do you think that, Labour might try and force, or the other two parties might try and force, well, no, it would have to be Labour, actually, but the Labour Party would try and force the Green Party out of the coalition, even if it meant forming a minority government, like with other parties?
I think the political turmoil that the government has left the Dáil in and left the state of politics in, I don't think it can be resolved with a minority government. I think that it would be voted out in some sort of way. I just don't think it could work in the way that we wanted it to. We want a functioning government. I think that we do need a snap election, or we need a new Taoiseach. Simple as that's my answer.
Alright, I believe that is all we have time for now, unless you'd like to come up after Mr. Sunday. That was Leah.
Oh, no, I think that I should be able to respond to Mr. Sunday. I think he's going to be done.
Right, as long as Mr. Sunday is okay with that. I'll
be nice and polite, I swear.
RTE does recognise the presence of the President watching this stream right now. Hello, Killian. Anyway, we will be inviting Mr. Sunday to speak up now. He is the leader of the opposition and currently in the door. Apologies, I'm just trying to invite him. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Sunday.
Leah, we have a word for people like you, okay? And that word is disgrace. You've been up here spreading lies about Fianna Fáil, and you should withdraw them immediately. You have been up here slandering our name for absolutely no reason. You are obviously a Social Democrat pawn, and you should apologise to the viewers immediately.
Did you build a wee bit of a sweat up there?
Can I just pause the conversation here? I would like to again remind everyone at home, RTE does neither endorse or...
Oh my god!
Not endorse what happens here. But
Labour's leading the coalition.
Oh, and we have massive news from the door right now. We've just seen Labour just move to the opposition benches.
What the hell?
We are seeing a reenactment of the real-life events. We are seeing Labour pull out of the coalition with the government right at this moment. Oh, and Oscar has proposed a vote of confidence. I mean, I don't think they're allowed to do this because it has to be tabled before the session. But this is a massive thing to happen here. And even McGrath, the current CC, is asking the deputies of Labour to leave the session. I mean, at this point, I would have definitely adjourned the door right there. This is quite a big... Oh my god, the government benches are empty. They're barren. They don't have anyone in them at this point. They've got two. The opposition outnumbers them. I mean,
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I was just about to ask for Leah's response to that. But that is massive. We have just seen... And the duel has been suspended for 3 minutes. That gives us a little bit of time for our debate there. I mean, wow. Leah, would you like to respond to what Mr. Sunday just said there? And then we can talk about the current situation in the duel.
Well, I have a lot of respect for Mr. Sunday. I think that he's a terrific individual. Um, Listen, I apologise if I was rude about your party. I didn't mean to spread any lies. However, we do know that I just don't think that you've stuck personally to the. No, you have. No, sorry, excuse me. I worded that wrong. You have stuck to the pledges you made in the campaign on the campaign trail, and that was the comparison I was making. I was comparing you to the government who didn't. That's all I was trying to say.
Well, I assume that's it from there. I mean, we have just seen the Dáil erupt in chaos, Mr. Sunday. What do you have to say about, Labour literally moving to a different bench to withdraw from their coalition?
I mean, obviously, it's a good thing that Labour has gotten out of this coalition of
Agreed.
chaos, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is an orchestrated move between the Social Democrats and Labour, because Oscar has been courting Chris for like the past 2 weeks. He's been slathering him up, boiling him up. I wouldn't
Excuse
be
me?
surprised if this
Can
was
I just remind
orchestrated
you, this is
in
RT. We'd
DMs.
prefer if you kept it a little bit more tame.
Is it being streamed?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is
you're
being
live,
streamed.
honey.
Well, I have to stand
The
by what I said.
president.
Hello, babies. Hello, my little
Hello, Killian.
babies.
It's lovely to have you here.
Orson Nugdron would just like to announce that as of 8 o'clock this evening, prior to Labour's withdrawal from the coalition, that Nugdron did in fact receive the resignation of Niamh Clark as Taoiseach, leader of the Green Party and Minister for Communities, Culture and Language.
The government is falling apart. We have just seen Niamh Clark resign.
Can someone make a Bart Simpson emo edit about this, please?
This is massive. The entire Dáil is in chaos. We've just had the Taoiseach resign. The Labour has withdrawn from the coalition. I mean, this... I don't even know what to say. We've just had the government, the Dáil flips on its head. I don't even know what to make of this. I mean, Mr. Sunday, would you like to continue speaking about this? Obviously, I'll get the opinions of Leah shortly afterwards, but Mr. Sunday, please
I
go on.
I can't speak too much now. There's a special committee meeting happening.
Oh, right, okay.
Between...
Special committee meeting.
The Electoral Commission have been notified. We have yet to receive a response from the Electoral Commissioner. The Secretary General to the government hasn't commented. Kevin O'Neill has yet to comment. But the President was alive and awake to receive the news. Yes, your public servant was there when it mattered most, and he received the
Thank you,
resignation.
Mr. President.
Some might say that he is the best receiver, in fact.
Right,
Receiver of what?
Okay, right, Leah, let's just continue about that. Do you think that now an election will be called?
Well, I don't really know what else would happen now after that. I mean, I think election is kind of really all we can do at this point. Because what the hell was that? We just saw the entire Labour Party march out of the government benches and over into the opposition benches. I mean, come on, like, how does the government has no majority? There's no majority in the Dáil right now. There's no Taoiseach. Well, there's a Taoiseach, caretaker, but excuse me. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really know what to say, but the Taoiseach resigned. We don't have a government. We don't have a governing majority. I mean, the actual chaos of what's going on right now, there's not words that I can come to senses on. I seriously, wow. I mean, I really hope that we do have an election. I hope it's a good election, and not to like point fingers, but I hope that we have a new Taoiseach.
I mean, I personally don't see how the Green Party is going to bounce back from this. I would like to reiterate that they do still have a minority government. They still have enough seats. They are the largest party. I mean,
Well, they're going on with questions. Who are they questioning?
they are questioning, I believe, the acting Taoiseach. I'm not sure if this is official or anything. I don't know who the deputy of the Green Party is, but I believe that this person right here is filling for them. I unfortunately do not know their name.
Wow.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. I mean, the Taoiseach just resigned. Okay,
this
we
is
do
this
have
is
an acting Taoiseach.
unprecedented in the history of this great Emerald Isle.
I mean, personally, I've never seen this, but I've not been here for long enough to see a lot of things. But this, I don't know what to make of this. I mean, what questions am I meant to ask in this situation? We have just seen the Dáil explode. I think a lot of people would say this is a good thing. Some would say it's bad.
I think it is bad. I think that this shows the political divide and turmoil that our nation is in. And I think we need to have a serious chat about that. And I think that we need to seriously have a new government that would be able to fix that problem and unite the nation behind a new government. I think that's what we need. We need unity. We need government stability. And we need Oscar's Taoiseach.
I would like to reiterate that we do not support or can't remember the word for it, but we don't support or denounce these claims or we are just reporting from people.
Of course.
I mean, I would like to just reiterate. I would like to also say there is no confirmation of an election, and I mean
the Taoiseach is here.
The Taoiseach is
Mrs.
actually
Niamh
watching.
Clark, honey, are you down there?
Niamh Clark, would you like to come up? Obviously, do not feel pressured at all to come up, but if you would like to, just raise your hand at some point. I would like to speak to this quite frankly new acting Taoiseach, but I don't think she is in the stream right now. I would like to ask if Mr. Sunday, are you able to speak right now? I do know you're asking a question.
Yeah, just 1 sec.
Okay, we will ask. I will talk to you in just a minute, as you are currently in the Dáil, and I mean, this is unprecedented. I'm sure that this has never been seen in the Dáil before.
This just in, Corbyn Clark has assumed control of all government operations and is currently, according to reports, removing all kettles from government buildings. Some speculate that this is due to her husband beating her with a kettle.
As if that husband isn't you. Anyway, we're not going to talk about whether we support the president or not in his decisions with kettles. But right, Finnaful leader Mr. Sunday, what do you have to say about Niamh Clark literally right now just resigning?
Well, last week I asked a question. I said, when is the Taoiseach going to resign? And wouldn't you know it, a week later she did. So, I mean, I don't want to claim all the credit for it, but, I think I'm owed at least half the credit. It's obviously a welcome development. I just hope that we can now get an actually good Taoiseach. Well, by the large majority of people in Ireland. I just hope that we can
have a look
a
at their
good
approval
Taoiseach
ratings. I think a lot of people are happy with this.
I mean, I would like to very quickly bring Niamh up. I would like to ask for silence with both of the people. I mean, if she's fine to speak with you, then yeah.
Watch her read out Kamala Harris's concession speech. Like, that's the type of thing that she did.
I would like to just ask that we do have silence to hear what Niamh has to say. The former Taoiseach now. Right. Hello, Niamh. Are you with us? Niamh?
You'll be moving then here in my heart.
Can I just remind we don't want to get copyright strike.
For this is the end.
Can you make sure this is an instrumental? I mean, I think we're fine if you sing it and it's an instrumental, but
Okay, I don't have anything to say. There will not be a general election. And Sunday, your question had absolutely. I don't even remember the question you asked. So please don't take
Oh,
credit
you
for this
would say that,
resignation.
wouldn't you?
I simply have no
But the
time. My
people know the
personal life
truth.
is extremely. Well, I would, yes, but if there's anyone that would believe me out there, I'd just like to tell you that I don't even remember the question you asked. I'm not resigning because of him. I'm not resigning because of anyone. Leah, negotiations with your joke of a union fell through yesterday because one of your
You promised to support trade unions.
representatives,
I'm unsure why you're
one
calling
of
it a
Can we
joke.
please calm down?
one
I would like to
of
hear
your
what
silly
Neves has to
little representatives became verbally aggressive towards me. So I thought that was extremely disgusting to see from a union who claims to represent, the media reporters, yet they're striking when a majority of media reporters don't actually care about something that someone did a long time ago. But that's not why I'm here, because I don't care anymore. I am the outgoing Taoiseach. And a warning to whoever takes... Leah, shut your fucking mouth. You will never hold that
can we not
office, honey.
swear on RTE, please? Neve, I would like to
No,
ask.
a warning. Sorry.
Can
Wait,
I
a
ask just one
warning to
question?
whoever
Okay.
holds that office next. It is not a job you want. Okay, that'll be sad.
All right, Neve, I would just like to ask a very short question here. Are you endorsing anyone, and if so, are you going to share it with us?
I'm not endorsing anyone. I will just, I'll just respect the vote, and then that'll be me. I'll be gone.
All right, well, I would like to hear Leah's thoughts on what just was said there. I mean, where to even begin? Why? I mean, is what Neve said true about the verbal abuse apparently received from members?
Well, there were heated negotiations by certain members.
Leah, don't say there were heated negotiations.
Right.
You had to tell one of your representatives to shut up because they were being
Neve.
rude and not representing the needs of the media.
Yeah, and half your government
Neve,
just walked
I did
out.
give you a chance to speak. Now let Leah
It's
speak,
worse.
please.
Anyway, excuse me.
Yeah, the government. That half of the government walked out because they
Neve,
don't
I will
want.
have to mute you.
Oh,
Sorry,
carry on.
wait, but please.
Okay.
They don't want. They just want to act like they had no part to play in this. It was a coalition. Everyone had their equal part to play, and if they want to walk out and pretend that it was only our fault, that's fine. They can do that. But the real honest thinking people will know that change probably needs to happen, and it's not the Labour way.
No way.
All right.
Are you just realizing this after your government has collapsed? Okay.
Right, Leah. I would like to let you
Leah.
speak now.
Can I speak
Yes. Right. You can now. Please do. I'd love to hear your
Well,
thoughts on this.
Leah,
I'm
we
a
should
very
put you in the
respectful
stocks.
person. I'd like to thank Niamh for her attempt at being Taoiseach. I understand it's a difficult job. I'm sure maybe it wasn't the best one that she could have had. I hope she's okay. But I look forward to seeing her move on. I don't really know what to say, but anyway, there's just been a motion of no confidence in the government submitted just there into the Dáil. So I look forward to seeing how that goes.
I would like to say that a motion must be tabled beforehand, but it does seem
no, it's tabled for the next session. It was tabled.
So yeah, it is tabled for the next session.
Yeah.
So we could be seeing the Green Party removed in tomorrow's session. This would be a very big thing to happen. Hi, Killian.
Can I ask a question to Neve, please? I really want you to answer. I will unmute her and all.
Okay, right. So I would like to the Dáil has adjourned, but I will continue the stream as I am very intrigued to hear what everyone has to say here. So what is the question you'd like to ask to Neve?
Well, this is of course not coming from me as Uchtron. This is of course just the people speaking through me. I am an instrument for the people to express themselves. But Neve, it begs the question, do you think the Green government that you have established will survive this vote? And if it doesn't, it's very evident that an election will likely be held. Do you think they will win?
Thank you, Sissy Slut, for that question. Honestly, I don't think there's enough talent in Ireland anymore.
Well, you
Because
certainly
it's
know
quite-
Tom's person.
Leah, your sassy comments, I've had enough. You remember I am still Taoiseach and I will mark you a national security threat, so please,
Oh.
if you don't want to get deported, shut your mouth. Thank you.
I would like to keep the threats down, please.
Anyways, you don't understand how hard. I had 3 Senate seats that I could never fill. No one wants to be a senator. It's so boring. No one wants to take part in Ireland anymore. And that's quite sad because when we were elected, there's just no one that actually wants to do anything anymore. Because I understand before my time, there was a time where people were excited and wanted to take part, but at least not in the Green Party. People have either been taking part before and resigned for whatever reasons, or, there's just not enough new people that are ready to, take charge.
Wow.
And I think that's a scary prospect for our nation.
That's like
And
really
in response-
inspirational. That's like really
so-
inspirational and cute. But like, what someone might ask, not me, of course, but what someone might ask is, how has Oscar been able to fill his benches with completely new people, excluding Ognian, and the Greens seemingly haven't?
Because I don't know. Yeah, that's a question for Oscar. It's certainly in the Green Party. There's not anyone that in my party that wanted.
Okay, last question. What color is it?
Pink.
Okay, thank you.
What colour is what?
What do you think? Santos knows.
I'm not
Okay.
going to continue pursuing that.
He know it smell well.
I saw his.
Wait, sorry, wait, pause. Can Mr. Sunday please speak? This is his chance to like call Neve shit and a hoe and all that.
Right,
And
can you
you're
not
not
quiet,
quiet.
please?
Mr. Sunday,
Unlike
I
you,
really-
Gillian, I have a bit of class, okay? I have a bit of
Here
respect
he is.
for politics, okay?
You have
And we need to
no,
bring that
listen,
back
listen
in.
here. You have
Guys,
big class.
stop.
You have big class without the C and L, if you know what I mean. Oh,
Sunday, whatever you do, please campaign so hard so that Oscar does not get himself in that office come next election. Okay,
Well, I'll try.
because there's an oligarchy taking form in our nation.
I mean, I would like to just say, that again, I keep bringing this up, but it needs to be very much brought out that Artie is not trying to support
Oh my
anyone.
God, here we go again.
I just want to make sure that no one is
Disclaimer.
changing their political beliefs because of this. Anyway, Mr. Sunday, I think Killian gave you the chance there. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, it was.
Sunday, were you
Me that,
silent or were you silent?
I'm talking, actually. I'm speaking. Does that sound familiar? It was Fianna Fáil that tabled the motion of no confidence vote just a few moments ago in this lame duck government, and we're pretty sure all the other parties are going to support it because this government has been an absolute disaster, and in this upcoming election there definitely will be one. Fianna Fáil is going to campaign hard. We're going to fight back. We're going to drill, baby, drill, and we will ensure that the next Taoiseach is from Fianna Fáil,
Right,
so we can
Mr.
put this country back to rights, and we can get Ireland working again.
I would like to ask one more question. I mean, before the stream ends, or I bring up more people. Does your party currently have any plans for who they want to be in government with, who they don't want to work with, and who they don't want to be in government?
I'll say this anyway, that Fianna Fáil is not going to be a junior partner to any government. If we do go into government, the least it will be is an equitable relationship between all parties, where roles such as the Taoiseach will be shared, at least on a rotational basis, pro rata, of course, or we will coalition with anyone who would like to be a junior partner, get back into government and get Ireland doing stuff again.
So
That's
you
our
are
only
confident.
criteria.
So you are confident that this election you will do well.
Well, in the RTE poll, polls always underestimate Fianna Fáil, but in that RTE poll, we are coming second. There is a real possibility that we can form a government next after the next election, and there are definitely voters out there who have not voted in that poll. I know, looking at Fianna Fáil's server, we have had many new people join that weren't here last election, that couldn't vote last election, but we have had many new people join our server and become members. So I am pretty confident that we will be outperforming all expectations and will definitely be growing from 7 seats probably.
Alright, well, I would like to thank everyone who came up here tonight. It's been lovely streaming for RTE, and I unfortunately was not able to get some people up onto the stream here. But it was lovely to have an insane amount of people watching the stream. I'm sure everyone was excited to see all the chaos unfold, and some maybe not. But it was absolutely a pleasure to come onto the duel with you all tonight. I can certainly say I was not expecting anything of that sort. Thank you to Killian for bringing out a lot of the information we found out during the night. This has been the duel on probably the second last duel session for the 31st of January. It's been lovely talking to you all, and have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your evening.